at stampingcatcrew.com. Today we're going to make a really cute and simple 3D treat holder for a Ghirardelli chocolate. I'm actually going on the Stampin' Up! Alaska Incentive Cruise, and we're doing some 3D swaps, and this is what I came up with. I chose for my base paper this pattern. It's the leaves, and it's from the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper stack. So there's lots of different patterns, and I just really loved the fun colors and the look of this. There were two different color sheets that I actually used. I cut a 2" by 6" sheet of paper for each one. And then I have my paper trimmer from Stampin' Up!, which I absolutely love. I always keep a cutting blade and also a scoring blade on here. So I'm actually going to put this at 3 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to do a score line, and I'm going to flip this around, and I'm going to do 3 1/8 of an inch and do a score line. Set the cutter aside. So I've got 2 score lines here that I'm just going to fold, and that lets that Ghirardelli chocolate nestle in there. So it just gives it the perfect fold at the halfway point for each side. So I've got this tag topper punch. I'm just going to pretty up the top. And like that. So you've got the 2 sides here, and it looks like this. I'm going to set that aside. Here's my Ghirardelli. I actually chose the caramel ones. I'm actually a real big fan of dark chocolate, but I liked the gold paper because it matched the accents that I was going to use. And just face it, the caramel Ghirardellis are yummy. So put a little piece of sticky strip right on the inside. And I'm going to fold this centered right in here like that. And I'm going to grab our glue dots. And this just kind of makes my life easier. It's not a necessary part, but I like to have a little glue dot right there, and just keeps that together as I assemble the rest. So I've pre-done some of the leaves, and what I chose to use is the coordinating set, Nature's Roots, die cut, and it comes in a bundle with this Rooted in Nature stamp set. It is unbelievably gorgeous. Beautiful oak, these really patterned, veined, beautiful leaves, which comes as a die cut, and then there's an embossing that goes over it, which gives it this amazing texture right here on the leaf. So really delicate and pretty. Lots of maple leaf. There's the tree stump with lovely, lovely pattern. And then I just chose, since they were treat holders, to use just the Just For You sentiment, and I stamped it inside one of the leaves on white paper. So I'm going to set this aside. The die cuts that I used are these 2 leaves, and then this one to emboss, and that's really it. I'm going to do a little stacking. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to use my snail runner. And none of this is going to show underneath. So you always think about just what's going to show along the top. I wanted these layers of color to be visible. And then I'm going to add a strip here. This is our gold thread. And if you haven't worked with it before, it's lots of fun. It can create a great accent, but you don't want to take a ton off at one time. And I love it just wound up. So I'm actually going to start at the top of my hand, and I'm going to wrap 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to let that go, and I'm holding this loop together at the top where that thread is coming out. Just going to grab my snips right there, put the thread aside, and I added some adhesive already right here, so all I'm going to do is set this down on top of the adhesive and just let that be loops that are right there. I've already stamped the Just For You sentiment, so this can stick right on the top of that. And then the only part that's going to show through, I'm going to set it right on top of here. And I've got the library clips, which are right here. They're the gold library clips. They come actually in a pack of 20, so lots of fun. And I'm just going to actually use that to clip that on. And then I have some of this gold edged satin ribbon, and I just wanted to make a really fun knot. And this is going to accent the library clip. So I'm going to do a little bit of shaping. Get the end off, and I'm going to grab a glue dot. And that's it. So that's the treat holder. It's got some really pretty gold accent. It's a just for you. And you saw how quick and easy that was. Other than running just the die cuts through your Big Shot machine, it is a very quick, easy, and pretty treat holder. So that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by, and happy creating.